Good morning, everyone. So, I will be your French teacher, and so you can unmute your mics and talk with me, or else you can chat through the chat box. So, if I give you a brief introduction, so this is a beginner's French course, and it will run up to about 3 months. And I will be your French instructor. So I'm Sadeni, and I am a university student. And good morning. So moreover, I have completed DELF exams. Maybe you guys know it's an exam conducted by the France Embassy, and I have completed half of it. And currently, I'm doing a course in the École Polytechnique France. It's a university in France, and I'm following a course there. And I have done digital training and child psychology. So that's regarding me. So can you guys tell me, why do you like to learn French? You can chat or you can unmute your mics. Why do you like to learn French? Yeah, if you go to France, you can talk, because French people, they do not like if you speak English. They prefer French language. Yes, you want to know French if you want to go to France. Oh, your father is in France, okay. Then we'll be going to France. What else? Oh, you're interested in languages. Yes. So some people consider French language is a bit hard, but it's not. If you follow the correct method, then it's easy to learn. Yes. For a change. Good. Sinhala explain කරන්න ඕනේද? I will go in both. දෙකෙන්ම explain කරන්න lesson එක. Okay. So shall we start? Oh, I am a student of University of California. And I'll be taking my degree in French language. Shall we start? This one. Can you see my screen? Can someone reply, can you see my screen? Okay. The first thing that we are going to do is the alphabet. So remember, when you're learning, have a piece of paper with you, or else make sure to listen to the audio message, to the recording, because you need to know the pronunciation of the French words. So when you're doing the course, there will be French words, and when you're learning, you cannot memorize it at once because it is different from the English language. So if you have a paper, take a note of it. Okay, so මම සිංහලෙන් කිව්වොත් ඔයාලගේ පොඩි කොලයක් තියාගෙන ඔයාලගේ pronunciation චුට්ටක් ලියා ගන්න. ඔයාලට note එක හම්බෙනවා, recording එක හම්බෙනවා. ඒකට ඒක අපහු go through කරන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් මම දැන් කියනකොට pronunciation එක චුට්ටක් ලියා ගන්න. මොකද pronunciation එක නැත්නම් ඔයාලට French කතා කරන්න අමාරුයි. Okay, so we'll start. So the topic is l'alphabet français. French alphabet, l'alphabet français. This is how we say l'alphabet français. And there are 26 letters and it is similar to English alphabet. The English වලයි French වලයි ලොකු වෙනසක් නැහැ. කියනවා French වලින් තමයි English හැදුනේ කියලා. So there is no much difference. So the letters are the same but the pronunciation is different. අකුරු එක වගේ pronunciation එක වෙනස් හැබැයි. So here you have the alphabet. The same letters but the pronunciation is different. So here the letter A, it is pronounced as A. A අකුර අපි pronounce කරන්නේ A විදිහට. So මේ යට තියෙන ඒවා pronounce කරන විදිහ උඩ තියෙන letter එක. So this is A and in French we say A. And this is B. Say, de. So it's easy. A, B, say, de. Then you have the letter E. It is A. You can say U and H. It's A. And F, the same pronunciation. F. And G is J in French. So remember, G in English, this is G. But in French, this is J. Then letter H, it is Ash. Ash. And for I, it is E. You can see the letter E. So it's E. The letter J, it's G. So remember, G is J. J is G in French. Okay. So if I tell you up to there, A, B, C, D, A, F, J, Ash, E, G. Then you have the letter K. It is car. Car. Then L, similar. L, M, N, similar. And then O, this is pay. P means pay. Pay. And Q, it is cool. Cool. For R, it is air. Air. So it will take some time for you to study it, but remember the pronunciation. It's air. Okay, so car, L, M, N, O, pay, cool, air. Then you have S, similar. Then you have te. T means te. In French, te. U is O. It's O. You can say double O and H. O. V is way. Way. W is W. You can say W. 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 X, it is X. Y, Y, Z, Z. So, A, B, C, D, A, F, J, H, E, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So is it clear for you? Or you cannot see, is it? So you have, it's Z. Z is Z. So is it clear for you all? You have to listen for the recording so that you can get to the pronunciation. Can you send me a message? Is it clear or not? Yes. Okay. Okay. Kamalavani, do you want me to unmute you? You have raised your hand. How to pronounce X? It is X. X. X is X. Then we'll go to the next slide. So remember, I told you French and English are similar. So there are 5 vowels. So for vowels in French, we say les voyelles. Les voyelles. Okay. So You want Y. Wait. So Y, it is Y. Y. It's Y. Y, set. Y, set. Okay. So in French, there are 5 vowels. We call them les voyelles. Les voyelles, you can see. Les voyelles, within the brackets, you have the French word. Les voyelles. So the same letters, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, O, U. So you have 5 vowels. So it's nothing to study. But remember, in several situations, the letter Y and the letter H also become a vowel in French. Okay, so I'm not going to say it's 100% a vowel, but sometimes it's a vowel, sometimes it's not. So I will teach them later. And then the other letters, in English we say les consonnes. In French, we say les consonnes. Les consonnes, we have the word. So the vowels, it is les voyelles. And the other letters, for the consonants, we say les consonnes. So that is regarding the alphabet. Then, in French, you have accents. So what are these accents? Right, I show. Look, in this word, you have this down part. Look in the image, in this, you have this down part. Then, in these words, you have these dashes. What are they? We call them accents, les accents. So French words, they have these accents. So remember, when you're studying a French word, it is a must that you study it with the accent. So if you write the wrong accent or if you ignore it, it's a spelling mistake. That means sometimes the meaning of the whole word, it changes. Okay? So for example, you have U and you have U. So here, for this one, I'm going to put this accent. Okay, up to down accent. So here, the meaning is O. In English, we say wine or beer. O, that one. But this O means where? Where are you going? So the meaning changes with this accent. So make sure you study the words with the accent. So in French, there are 5 accents. And one accent, we use it for a consonant. And the rest, we use it for vowels. So here, remember, sometimes the French accents are not used in capital letters. So if you are reading a French passage, you may see some words, they do not have the accent if they are written in capital letters. The reason is French people do not use it. Okay. එතකොට accents කියලා දෙයක් තියෙනවා French language එකේ. accents පහයි. ඒ accents අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම word එකෙන් word එක මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. මේ word එකට accent එකක් තියෙනවා, මේකට නැහැ. එහෙම ඔයාලා මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට සමහර capital letters වලට French කට්ටිය accents use කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක grammar mistake එකක් විදිහට යාලා ගණන් ගන්නෙත් නැහැ. But all the students ලා ඔයාලා අනිවාර්යෙන් accent එක ලියන්න ඕනේ. And then if the correct accent is not used, it causes a spelling mistake. While hari accent use කරේ නැත්නම් it's a grammatical error. Okay, then we are going to do the first accent. It is le cédil. Le cédil. අපිට කියනවා cédil. Le cédil. So this accent is used in the letter C. මේ accent එක use කරන්නේ letter C එකට. So you can see here the sound of C is hard. So adding a cedilla to the letter C changes the sound into a soft one. What does it mean? letter C එකේ sound එක චුට්ට hard. අපි එකට cedilla add කරන එකෙන් ඒකේ sound එක soft වෙනවා. මොකක්ද ඒ කියන්නේ? Look the example. Here it says le coiffe. අපි මේක pronounce කරන්නේ le coiffe. It's qua. You can see the letter C, le coiffe. But here le garçon. Le garçon, the sound is soft. Sound is soft enough. Le garçon. So that is what I said. Okay, the sound of the C is hard. So adding a cedilla, it makes it soft. So you cannot add cedilla whenever you want. The words originally have it. So the pronunciation is le coiffeur, le garçon. Okay, so then you have a small t. This cedilla C is never used before the vowels E or I. Okay, so it's a tip for you. When you are writing, never use this letter before the letter E or else I. So, is it clear? Let me send you a message. Am I too fast? Anything? Clear? Too speed. Okay. පැහැදිලි නැති මොන හරි තියනවද? Don't you use this when it is in capital? No. You have to use it, but sometimes French people ignore it. සමහර ලාට French කට්ටියක ignore කරනවා. Capital letters, but you have to do. Little bit confusing. Okay, when you are learning the language further, it will be okay. මේ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට කැමති තැනට මේ accents වලට use කරන්න බෑ. accents පහක් තියෙනවා. ඒ accents පහ ඔයාලට use කරන්න බෑ කැමති විදිහට. ඔයාලගේ words වල කියන්නේ French language එකේ originally මේ accents තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලා මොන හරි වචනයක් පාඩම් කරනවා නම් හිතමු මේක පරිචය කරනවා කියලා. le garçon කියන word එක ඔයාලා පාඩම් කරනවා. පාඩම් කරනකොට මේ 100කට මෙන්න මේ සෙදිල්ල accent එක තියෙනවායි කියලා ඔයාලා මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාලා හදිසියෙත් මේක මේ accent එක නැතුව normal C දාලා ලියුවොත් ඔයාලගේ word එකට meaning එකක් නැහැ. Okay. Explain in Tamil. Mr. Umar, right there. Don't copy it down. Copy කරගන්න එපා note එක. I will send you these slides. Then you can copy it. There
Yes, Miss Sandhani.
Tamil explanations.
Okay. I will explain after you explain.
Okay. Please explain this part in Tamil. So, can you explain this slide or should I explain it once again?
The accent is used. The sound of C is hard. It's better you explain it again.
Okay. So, this is a French accent and we call it le cédille. Le cédille. So, this letter accent is used with the letter C. Only with the letter C. So, it says the sound of C is hard. So adding a cedilla to the letter C changes the sound into a soft one. That means you can see in the example, here it says le coiffe. The sound is qua, le coiffe, but here le garçon, le garçon. The sound is soft, but here the sound is a bit hard. So coiffe, le garçon. That is where we use this letter, the accent cedilla, C with cedilla. And you have a small tip here. This C, I mean cedilla C, is never used before the vowels E, Os, I. That's all.
They have asked, should we write this down? Yeah, means in the beginning of the program, teacher said you to take a note. So you all can write it, means piece of paper or notebook. So you can note these points. And in the Tamil சொன்னா இந்த C வந்து எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஹார்டா ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணோம் மேலும் சாஃப்டா ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணோம் மேலும் சரியா அதுல வந்து சீட சவுண்ட் வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆகுது அந்த கீழே இருக்கிற அந்த எக்ஸென்டால பாருங்க ஒன்றுல வந்து இருக்குது எக்ஸாம்பிள்ல லீ கௌஃபியா அப்படின்னு இருக்குது அண்ட் மொத்தத்துல இருக்குது லீ காசன் கரெக்ட் ரைட் மிஸ் சந்தனி லீ காசன்
Le coiffe, le garçon.
யா le garçon. ஸோ அந்த சிக்கு கீழே அந்த எக்ஸென்ட் வந்தனால அந்த சி வந்து சாஃப்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ இதை நாங்கள் வந்து இந்த எக்ஸென்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிட்ட கொஞ்சம் கவனமாக யூஸ் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னு சொன்னால் அதால் டோட்டலி அதில் வந்து இது சேஞ்சஸ் ஆகுது. என்ன எக்ஸென்ட் வந்து அந்த சவுண்ட் வந்து ஃபுல் சேஞ்ச் ஆகுது. சாஃப்டாகவும் ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணலாம், ஹார்டாகவும் ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணலாம்.
Okay. So, ඔයාලා slide එකේ තියෙන ඔක්කොම notes ටික ලියන්න එපා. මම ඔයාලට recording එකක් හම්බෙනවා PDF එකක් send කරන්න. ඔයාලට ඔක්කොම ලියන්න time මදි. But if you have special points, note it down. Okay. So, I will you must not write everything in this slide. Take small notes if it is necessary for you, or else you can listen to the recording once again. Okay. So that is regarding the first accent, le cédille. Then you have l'accent grave. L'accent grave. So some students study this as up to down accent. When I'm learning, I also learned it like that. Up to down accent. You draw it up to down. Look, up to down accent. accent. Okay. So we call it l'accent grave. Grave accent. L'accent grave. Okay? So we use this accent on the letters U and E. Only in U and E. When කිසිම letter එක use කරන්නේ letter U එකයි letter E එකයි විතරයි use කරන්නේ. Could you please tell us the meaning of the new French words? Okay. So those things will be too much for you for now. Okay. So you will be getting new vocabulary today. I will teach you then. Okay. So here you can see le père. Le père. This is important. This means the father. Le père. The father. And here, who means you already know. It's where. Where are you going? Where? So remember these accents, they are only used with letter U and letter E. For example, le père on the letter E, then you have O on the letter U. So can you explain it in Tamil?
இந்த accent வந்து மேல இருந்து கீழே இழுக்கிற இதுக்கு அப்படி இவங்க படிக்கிட்ட அப்படிதான் படிச்சுக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா மேல இருந்து கீழே இழுக்கிறேன்னு சொல்ற accent. ஸோ அது வந்து E and Uக்கு மேல மட்டும்தான் யூஸ் பண்ணப்படும். E and Uக்கு மேல மட்டும்தான் அதை யூஸ் பண்ணப்படும். ஸோ அதெல்லாம் நீங்க பாக்குறீங்க அந்த தந்திக்கிற ரெண்டு எக்ஸாம்பிளையும் ஈலையும் யூலையும் மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது.
So the examples are le père, ou. Then you have l'accent aigu. L'accent aigu. Down to up accent. පල්ලෙහෙදන් උඩට තමයි accent එක අඳින්නේ. L'accent aigu. So this accent is only used with the letter E. මෙන්න මේ letter E එකේ විතරමයි මෙන්න මේ accent එක අපි use කරන්නේ. Accent is only used on the letter E. So I will be only sending you this PDF. Okay, so if I tell something important, you have to make it down. I'm not going to type it. Okay, so for example, you have la télévision. So it's easy. La télévision means television. La télévision. We pronounce it la télévision. Or else you have l'école. L'école. This means the school. L'école. The school. La télévision, the television. L'école means the school. So remember, this accent is only used with the letter E. It's l'accent aigu. Can you explain it in Tamil?
இந்த accent வந்து டவுன் டு அப்னு சொல்றாங்க வந்து கீழே இருந்து மேல இழுக்கிற. இப்ப மேல இருந்து நாங்க பார்த்தோம் வந்து மேல இருந்து கீழே இழுக்கிற accent இது accent. இது வந்து கீழே இருந்து மேல இழுக்கிறது. ரெண்டுக்கும் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா வித்தியாசம் ஒண்ணு இருக்குது. லெஃப்ட் ரைட்டுக்குமே அப்படி இருக்கு சரியா? ஸோ இது வந்து ஈக்கு மட்டும் தான் யூஸ் பண்றேன். மேலே இருக்கிறதும் ஈக்கும் யூக்கும் மட்டும். இது வந்து ஈக்கு மட்டும் தான் யூஸ் பண்றேன். ஸோ இது வரைக்கிட்ட என்ன வந்து வேர்ட்ஸ் திருப்பி இதெல்லாம் மாறும் ப்ரொனன்சியேஷன்லாம். அதுல தான் நீங்க பாத்துப்பீங்க la television and what? L'école.
La télévision, l'école.
L'école. So இத கூட சந்தனி like when E comes with this accent, how do we pronounce E?
Pronunciation එකේ වෙනසක් නැහැ.
Pronunciation වෙනසක් නැහැ. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No change in the pronunciation. There may be a slight change because it's le père here. It's le père. It's la télévision. You can see there is no much change in the pronunciation, but French people use it.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Can't we put for school the accent gram? Because it's no, because the word originally have the accent aigu. මේ word එකේ originally තියෙන accent aigu down to up accent එක. ඔයාලා මේක accent graph එක දාලා ලියුවොත් then the word is wrong. Grammatical error. You are getting no mark simply. Okay? word එක වැරදි. හැම word එක French language එකේ නැහැ. ඒකයි කිව්වේ මේ accents ගොඩක් important. Okay. Then let's this is apostrophe, L apostrophe. This is not the accent, okay? It's apostrophe. The reason is French vowels can't be together. French language එකේ point එකක් තියෙනවා vowels දෙකට එකලඟ ඉන්න බෑ. So here this L has the letter E. So EE two vowels can't be together. So we have to remove the first T and put the apostrophe. So this is not the accent. Okay, remember this is not the accent. L'école means the school. L'école means the school. So those things, don't try to understand every meaning. Just try to understand what are these accents are. Okay. Then you have the last two accents. It is l'accent circumflex. L'accent circumflex. Some people say it's a hat. You can see a hat. Okay. So this vowel, this accent is used on all the vowels. A, E, I, O, you can see. So when you're writing it on I, remove the dot. මේ accent එක හැම vowel එකෙම use කරනවා. එතකොට අපි එකට hat එක කියලාත් කියනවා. L'accent circumflex. Hat එක. You can see it's like a hat. Students say like that. So you have examples. So remember, not changing the pronunciation. මේ accents use කරයි කියලා ඔයාලගේ pronunciation වල කිසිම වෙනසක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේක තමයි originally word එක. Le chateau. ඔයාලා මේක accent එක නැතුව ලිව්වා. Then the word has no meaning. එහෙම word එක French language එකේ නැහැ. Is it only used on vowels? Oh. මෙන්න මේ accent එක හැර. Le cédille. මෙසි එකට අපි දාපු accent එක හැර අනිත් හැම accent එකම අපි use කරන්නේ vowels වලට විතරයි. ඒකෙනු l'accent circumflex we use it on all the vowels if it is necessary, if the French word has it. So you have examples. Le château. Le château, it means the castle. Le château, the castle. La fête. La fête, the festival. Le dîner. Le dîner, it's easy, it's dinner. Le dîner. L'hôtel. L'hôtel, that means hotel. So I told you here, you can remember two vowels can't be together. So here also you can see there are two vowels. So L, E. E and H. I told you sometimes the letter H is a vowel. සමහරක් වෙලාවට letter H එක vowel එකක් වෙනවා කියලා කිව්වම. So here the letter H is a vowel. That is why you have L apostrophe. This is not the accent, it's an apostrophe. So H එක vowel එකක් වෙන්නේ මොන හරි word එකක් H එකෙන් පටන් ගන්නව නම් එහෙනම් letter H එක vowel එකක්. හැබැයි මෙතන le chateau කියද්දී word එක මැද තමයි letter H එක තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් ඒක vowel එකක් නෙවෙයි. So remember, the letter H is a vowel when the word is starting with the letter H. But if you see the letter H in middle of the word, then it is not a vowel, it's a consonant. Okay. So the words are le château, la fête, le dîner, l'hôtel. So can you explain it in Tamil?
இதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா இந்த வவல்ஸுக்கு மட்டும்தான் இந்த accent யூஸ் ஆகும். சரியா? இப்போ நீங்க அப்போ வேர்ட்ஸை நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா தானே ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தா சரியா? அந்த ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ண வேர்ட்ஸ்ல வந்து நீங்க கீழே பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அந்த லா ஹோட்டல் நிக்குது. அந்த H வந்து பாருங்க அந்த எல்லுக்கு போறோம். இப்போ இதோ நிக்குது apostrophe. ஓகே. ஸோ அந்த H வந்து அது ஒவ்வொரு மாறிடுமா. இப்போ அவ வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட்ல உங்களுக்கு சொன்ன மாதிரி சம்டைம்ஸ் வந்து ஹெச்சும் வந்து ஒவ்வொரு மாற சான்சஸ் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதுதான். இப்போ H வந்து ஒவ்வொரு வாரம் எப்பன்னு சொன்னா அந்த வேர்ட் வந்து அந்த வேர்ட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெட்டர் வந்து H ஆயிருந்தா மட்டும்தான் அந்த லெட்டர் வந்து ஒவ்வொரு மாறும் அந்த H. அதே H வந்து மிடில் ஆஃப் த வேர்ட் வருதுன்னு சொன்னா, நடுவில் எங்க சரி வருதுன்னு சொன்னா அது ஒவ்வொரு மாறாது. ஸோ அதுதான் அவன் இந்த இதுல சொல்லிக்கிறான்.
So Alia is asking there is another for E. But can I ask about these accents? So remember the letter E, there can be these accents. You know, you have accents. All word එක study කරනකොට accent එකත් එක්ක use කරන්න ඕනේ. E එකට මේ accent එක විතරයි කියලා there is nothing. Okay? You have to study. At the end of this course, do we have an exam? Yes, you will be having an exam or as an assignment. We'll check for it later because it will be around 3-month course. So we will check at the end. What are we going to do? Then you have l'accent tremor, the last accent. L'accent, you can use anything you want. No. ඔයාලට ඕනි accent එක ඔයාලට use කරන්න බෑ. Okay, I told you. ඔයාලා හිතන්න the festival කියන එක කොහරි ලියන්න ඕනි නම් ඔයාලා මේ accent එක විතරයි use කරන්න ඕනි. ඔයාලට use කරන්න බෑ accent gravel accent එක ඔයාලට ඒව use කරන්න බෑ. ඔයාලා මේ accent එක විතරමයි use කරන්න ඕනේ. Because this is the word. French word එකේ මේක තමයි වචනේ. මේ accent එකත් එක්ක තමයි originally word එක තියෙන්නේ. Okay, so don't use any other accent. If this is the accent, use it. Okay, don't use whatever you want. It's wrong. No, don't copy down everything in the slides. Okay. So the last one, you have l'accent tremor. This means two dots. You have two dots. And you found it only on letter E, letter I, and letter U. Okay. So, for example, le Noël. Le Noël means the Christmas. Le Noël. Fourth word. Okay. Here it's l'hôtel. L'hôtel. The H is silent. We do not pronounce it. It's like tsunami in English. We do not pronounce the letter T. So like that. It's l'hôtel. The H is silent. L'hôtel. Okay. And then this is le Noël. Le Noël. It's easy. So that's all. Can you explain it in Tamil?
இது என்னன்னு சொன்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த இந்த accent வந்து vowelsல இந்த மூணு வார்த்தையில மட்டும்தான் இதாயிப்படும். இந்த EINU அதுக்கு மட்டும்தான் இந்த இந்த accent வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணிப்படும். Can you pronounce that? La.
It's le Noël. Le Noël.
What's the meaning?
The Christmas.
Okay. லனோயல்னு சொல்றது வந்து கிறிஸ்மஸ். அதை அப்படித்தான் ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்றது வந்து உங்களுக்கு நினைச்ச accent-ஐ வந்து உங்களுக்கு விருப்பமான accent-ஐ வந்து அப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணல. அது அதுக்கு வேர்டுக்குள்ள இதை தான் நீங்க கட்டாயம் போடணும். அப்படி இல்லாட்டி அது வந்து ஸ்பெல்லிங் மிஸ்டேக், அது வந்து இதாகுது.
So මේක තමයි අන්තිම accent එක l'accent tremor. or මේක use කරන්න ඕනේ letter E, letter I, letter U වල විතරයි. ඔයාලට කැමති තැන් වල use කරන්න බෑ. ඔරිජිනලිම word එකේ තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේක two dots. අපි letter එක උඩින් තමයි ලියන්නේ. So the word pronunciation is le Noël. අපි pronounce කරන්නේ le Noël කියලා. Okay. So that's regarding the 5 accents in French. So don't think too deep about it. Just study the names. Hat එකක් වගේ තියෙන්නේ l'accent circumflex. That's enough because ඔයාලට එන්නේ නැහැ මේක මෙතනින් use කරන්න ඕනේ මේක මෙතනින්. No. When you're studying the word, you have to study with the accent. That's all. Okay. So then you have something about French pronunciation. කොහොමද French pronounce කරන්නේ? So this is silent letters. I'm talking about silent letters. You can see silent letters. The first one is the letter H. Letter H. So when the letter H stays alone, it is never pronounced. It's l'hôtel. Hotel නෙවෙයි. මේ H එක අපි pronounce කරන්න. It's l'hôtel because H is alone. Look, here it's om. Om. It's not home. It's om. And it's not her. It's This H is silent. මේ තනියෙන් ඉන්නවා කියන්නේ letter H stays alone කියන්නේ බලන්න cheval. මෙතන බලන්න CH එකට ඉන්නේ. C එක තියෙන වෙච්ච එකත් එක්ක. හැබැයි මෙතන තනියෙන් HO අපි එක සාමාන්‍ය එකට combine වෙලා කියලා හිතන්නේ. So so those things are silent. Never pronounce. It's 100% silent. Okay? But when the letter H is followed by the letter C, it is almost never silent. I'm not going to say 100% never silent. එක හැම වෙලෙම silent වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Because here it is cheval. Sound එකක් තමයි එන්නේ CH එක ළඟ තිබුණාම. Cheval. Then you have échec. Cheval, échec. The sh sound is there. That means the letter H is never silent. But you have exceptions. French වල exceptions ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. Exceptions ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මම කියනවා ඔයාලට මෙන්න මේක pronounce කරන්න ඕනේ. cheval. මේක pronounce කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා මම කියනවා. හැබැයි සමහර French words තියෙනවා ඒවල අපි pronounce කරන්නේ නැහැ. For example, here it is echo. Echo. H is silent. Echo. So when it comes to this part, this is the most two common exceptions. මේ දෙක ඕන තව එකක් දෙකක් ඇති exceptions. මේ දෙක තමයි ගොඩක්ම important. Echo, then you have choral. Choral. Is it like chair? No, it's she. The sh sound. Shevan. Chair means ch sound, but here it's sh sound. Shevan, eshe. Okay. So in the exceptions, you have echo, choral. Echo, choral. So there is no way for you to study this is silent and this is no. Make a sure sound එක මෙතන එච්චර pronounce කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාලට ඒක study කරන්න මතක තියාගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. ඔයාලා word එකක් දැක්කම you have to guess whether you should pronounce it or not. That is French language. So when you are reading, when you go further, you will be able to understand you should pronounce it and you should not pronounce it. So this is regarding French pronunciation of letter H. So is it clear? Over වල සිංහල තේරුම මොකද්ද? What are you asking? මොකද්ද චුට්ටක් අපහන්න පුළුවන්ද? Examples. Here it's here it's mean man. Man. And here is our. Then you have cheval, esche. Cheval, esche. Horse, chess. Cheval, esche. Horse, chess. Then you have echo. You know, in English we say echo, that one. Then choral means choral. Okay, so don't try to study the meaning of every word. Try to study the lesson, French pronunciation. That's all, not about the word meaning. So, do you want the Tamil translation? No.
Yeah, I'll do. Okay, so இதுல வந்து என்னன்னு சொன்னா letter yes, letter H வந்து தனியே இருந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா H வந்து எப்போ சைலண்டா தான் இருக்கும், சரியா? அதே letter H வந்து C ஓட வந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா most of the times அது வந்து சைலண்ட் இல்ல. So அதுக்கு தான் இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் cheval, eshek. Correct me?
Yes, eshek.
Eshek. So அதனால தான் அந்த H வந்து ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் ஆயிப்படுது, விளங்குச்சா? So அதே H இல்லாம வந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா, சாரி C இல்லாம வந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா சம்டைம்ஸ் அது வந்து மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த டைம்ஸ் அது வந்து சைலண்டா தான் இருக்கும் H. அதுக்கப்புறம் முக்கியமான விஷயம் என்னன்னு சொன்னா, நீங்க இதுல இருக்கிற மீனிங்ஸை பார்க்காதீங்க, லெசன்ஸை மட்டும் பாருங்க. அப்ப லெசன்ஸை பார்த்துட்டீங்கன்னு சொன்னா மீனிங்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு வேர்ட்ஸை வந்து உங்களுக்கு பொறவு படிச்சு கொள்ளலாம், இதுல மீனிங் என்ன, இதுல மீனிங் என்னன்னு. ஸோ ப்ரொனவுன்சியேஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் இப்போ இந்த வாவல்ஸ், வேர்ட்ஸ், அப்புறம் ஆக்சன்ஸ், இது எல்லாத்தையும் நீங்க இப்போதைக்கு அந்த லெசன்ல மட்டும் நீங்க ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுங்க. தேங்க்யூ.
So don't think too deep, okay? So just try to understand the lesson slowly because this is basic, not actually necessary. When I'm learning French, I didn't knew this, okay? I didn't know whether we have to pronounce it or not. I didn't know these things when I'm first learning French. But these things are like small tips for you. You must pronounce it, you must not. So just have a small knowledge about it. Then we have the letter X. So if a noun is ending with OIX, AUX and EUX, the letter X is always silent, 100% silent. You do not pronounce it. For example, it's voix. Voix. It's not wax or anything. You don't pronounce the X. It's voix. And then you have oiseau. Oiseau. X is silent. You have chevaux. Chevaux. X is silent. Okay. So, මොන හරි word එකක් OIX, AUX, EUX. මේ තුنين එකකින් ඉවර වෙනවා නම් එහෙනම් වාගේ letter X එක silent විදිහට අයියා pronounce කරන්න ඕනේ. example එක ගත්තොත් වුවා. මේ X එක අපි pronounce කරන්නේ නැහැ. වුවා. Then you have uaso. Uaso means birds. කුරුල්ලෝ. uaso. Then you have shevo. Shevo. Like that. Tell me the explanation.
ஒரு noun வந்து with OIX, OX and UX the letter X ல இருந்து வந்து end ஆகுதுன்னு சொன்னா அது most of the times வந்து silent தான் இருக்கும். So can you pronounce the words?
Okay. Vua, uaso, shevo.
So இப்போ pronounce பண்ண மூணு வேர்ட்ஸ்லயும் பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா X வந்து pronounce ஆகுது இல்லை வேலைங்க உங்களுக்கு ஏன்னு சொன்னா அதை பாருங்க AUக்கு வரும் வந்து அந்த இது வரனால அது அந்த X வந்து pronounce ஆகுது இல்லை the letter X வந்து most of the times it's always silent in French. Is always silent or most of the times?
No, it's always silent.
X வந்தாலே silent தான். அப்ப X வந்து நாங்க Frenchல வந்து X வந்து நாங்க வந்து அந்த ஹார்டா ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்றதே இல்ல அது எப்பவுமே சைலண்ட் தான். ஸோ இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் அ டிப். அதை நீங்க ஃப்ரெஞ்ச்ல நீங்க ஒரு வேர்டை யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிட்ட எக்ஸை வந்து ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணவே வேணாம். எக்ஸை வந்து ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணாம இருந்தா சரி.
Voix, oiseau, chevaux. That is repeat. So H and X always silent. Yes, letter H, when the word is starting with the letter H, then it is always silent. Look, stays alone, it is never pronounced. It's always silent. When it comes to X, if the word is ending with OIX, AUX, look, in voix, the word is ending with OIX. In AUX, waso, the word is ending with AUX, and I do not have example for UX here. So if a word is ending with one of these three endings, then it is silent. That's what I say. Word starting with X. I don't think that we have French words starting with X. It's like maybe you have one or two words. It's not that much important. Okay. We have silent letters. Another one, STPD. Easy way to remember. French is stupid. Some people say French is stupid. So in stupid, the letters, you ignore these two verbs, I and you. You and I, then you have the four letters STPD. Easy to study. STPD. So the letters STPD are almost always silent. I'm telling 99% silent. That means 1% is pronounced. For example, here pati. I'm talking about the last letter. Okay, last letter. Here it is pati. Am I not clear to you all? Asma, am I not clear? Okay, clear. Okay. So, pati, we do not pronounce the last letter. Pati. Then you have méchant. Méchant. The letter T is silent. Méchant. Look, the letter C and H is together. So the sound is sh, the sh sound. Méchant. Méchant. So, pati, méchant. So, 99%. When the word is ending with STPD, one of these four letters, then it is silent. But you have an exception, a big exception. It is fish. We have to pronounce this S. It is fish. The meaning is sun. Sun. Not in the sun in the sky, okay? The sun. So, fish. Fish. You have to pronounce the S. So, that's all. Is it clear? I guess it's clear for you. Can you explain it in Tamil?
The letters STPD, கூடுதலா not கூடுதலா like always silent in French. இப்போ நீங்க வந்து இதுக்கு முதலையும் பாத்தீங்க வேர்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு சரியா, எக்ஸ் எக்ஸ் சைலண்ட், எச் சைலண்ட், அதே மாதிரி எஸ்டிபிடி அதுவும் சைலண்ட். So the words ends with stpd silent or like starts with
Ends with.
ends with
But the mention the last letter.
the last letter. So last letterல வர last letterல மட்டும்தான் இந்த stpd ன்னு வந்தா மட்டும்தான் அது சைலண்ட் ஆயிடும். விளங்கிச்சா உங்களுக்கு? இப்ப end ஆகுற the end ஆகுற வேர்ட்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க st இல்லாட்டி pd ன்னு வந்தா அந்த வேர்டை வந்து லாஸ்ட்ல வர நீங்க ஆல்பபெட்டை வந்து நீங்க வந்து ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ண தேவையில்ல.
But the mention and the exception is fees. Here you have to pronounce the S. Then remember, I'm not telling it is 100% silent. Sometimes silent, sometimes not. It's 99% silent in all the French words. But there may be about 1% of exceptions like this fees. Yes, when you use it at the end of the word. Not talking about the beginning letters, okay, at the end of the word. The X page, here it is. It's fees. Fees. The L is silent there. Fees. We pronounce it as fees. This one, fees. Okay. So that's all regarding the letter pronunciation. Okay. Then you have liaison. So this is important when you are reading French. Liaison. What is this liaison means? Liaison. A silent letter is sometimes pronounced when the next word start with the vowel. Okay. මොන හරි silent letter එක දැන් අපි කිව්වා අතන h එක silent කියලා. හැබැයි ඊළඟ word එක පටන් ගන්න vowel එකකින් නම් අපි ඒක pronounce කරන්න ඕන. Example එකක් ගත්තොත් look here grown. So I think it was not here in this slide. Look, the letter D, I told you it is silent. Then here it is grown. Grown. May D ek silent. Grown. Grown. Okay. But here you have ungrown apple. A big tree. Ungrown apple. So, may word given a silent letter ekaki. D is a silent letter. So this word is ending with the silent letter. And the next word, it starts with a vowel. This is a silent letter. Then you have a vowel. In such situations, you have to do the liaison. Liaison kyanne, you have to pronounce this silent letter. So, ungrown apple. මෙතන silent letter එකක් තමයි letter D කියන්නේ. එතකොට අපි එක තනියෙන් තියලා කියවනකොට මෙතන grown කියලා තමයි අපි කිව්වා. අපි D එක pronounce කරේ නෑ grown. අපි grown කිව්වේ නෑ grown කියලා කියන්නේ. ඇයි? D එක silent. In STPD D එක silent. හැබැයි next word එක මේ word එකට පස්සේ තියෙන word එක පටන් ගන්න vowel එකකින් නම් එහෙනම් මේ first letter එකේ යට කලින් තිබ්බ word එකේ තිබුණ silent letter එක pronounce කරන්න ඕනේ. Here we pronounce it as ungrown apple. Ungrown apple. You have to do the liaison. Liaison කියන්නේ අපි එකට එකතු කරලා කියනවා. Ungrown apple. Okay. Here we have to pronounce the letter T because the following word starts with the vowel A. මෙතන silent letter එකක් වුණත් ඊළඟ word එක පටන් ගන්න vowel එකකින් නිසා ඔයාලා මෙතන liaison එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ words දෙක එකක් කියලා හිතාගෙන pronounce කරන්න. Ungrown apple. Ungrown apple නෙවෙයි. Ungrown apple. Okay. So what I said is when the first word is ending with the silent letter and the next word it starts with the vowel, then you have to do the liaison. Liaison means you consider it as a one word. You connect the sounds. It's not ungrown apple. Imagining that this D is silent, you cannot say ungrown apple. You have to say ungrown apple. Ungrown apple. You have to do the liaison. So here Remember, maybe you have it. Yes. So up to there, is it clear? Ignore this as T until now. Up to there, is it clear? Both in Sinhala and English. English well is Sinhala, they can clear that. Make a grown. This is grown and this is ungrown tabre. Ungrown tabre. Ungrown tabre. The liaison. Okay. They are requesting Tamil explanation.
The silent letters வந்து sometimes வந்து pronounce பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த next word வந்து vowel with a vowel start ஆவினா கட்டாயம் அதை வந்து நாம் pronounce பண்ணணும். சரியா? So example is, can you say the example, like how do you pronounce?
Okay, the first one, it is grown. The D is silent, grown. But here it's ungrown tabre. Ungrown tabre.
ஸோ மேலே இருக்கிற வந்து நீங்க டி வந்து சைலண்ட் ஆகிக்குது, கீழே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அது வந்து டியை வந்து நாங்க ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்றோம் அன்க்ரோன் தாப்ரே. சரியா? இது மீனிங் வந்து a big tree. ஸோ இங்கே வந்து டியை வந்து எஸ் டியை வந்து ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்றோம். அது ஏன்னு சொன்னா டியோட ஒரு வவல் வந்திக்கிறனால, அது ஏ வவல் வந்திக்கிறனால. ஸோ டியோட ஏ வவல் வந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா அது வந்து நாங்க டியா வந்து தான் ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணுவோம். No, it's for only a vowel.
No, any vowel.
Any vowel.
Yes. And it's not the letter D as well. Only with the letter D. I'm not going to say it's only with the letter D. I'm talking about silent letters. We talk here STPD are silent letters. X is a silent letter. So I'm talking about every silent letter and every vowel. This is only example.
So இது example மட்டும். So every silent letter ஓட the vowel வந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா we have to like merge the letter, right?
What is it?
Like if there is a letter ending with D and if for example it's E vowel, so how do you pronounce it?
Okay. So I'm telling if the first word is ending with the silent letter and the next one is a vowel. Okay. So who is drawing in the screen? So then you have to pronounce it. It's like if you have, imagine you have X here. So it's have a sound there. Sound. So it automatically you get that thing when you're reading French. So I'm telling you have to pronounce it when you have the first word ending with the silent letter, the next word starting with the vowel. That's all.
Okay. So clear, guys?
Don't think too much. Look what hitande pameva. Just some tips.
நீங்க இப்பதே கொஞ்சம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகி ஓவர் திங்க் பண்ண தொடங்கினீங்கன்னு சொன்னா உங்களுக்கு கஷ்டமாவே விளங்கும். ஸோ இப்போ வந்து சும்மா அந்த மேலால நீங்க வந்து சும்மா பேசிக்ஸை டிப்ஸையும் கொஞ்சம் படிச்சு கொண்டு போங்க. அதே போல போக உங்களுக்கு லாங்குவேஜ் நீங்க வந்து டீப்பா போகிட்ட உங்களுக்கு இதெல்லாம் டிப்ஸ் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிட்ட உங்களுக்கு அது ஈஸியா போயிடும்.
The next thing, remember, I'm not talking about only about the letter D, only with the letter A. My letter D ekai A ekai ගැන විතරක් නෙවෙයි මේ කියන්නේ. ඕනිම silent letter එක, ඕනිම vowel එක. So here you have, some letters have a different sound. So the first, we'll say the second one. Look, D is pronounced as T. So here, look, it's ungrown tabre. The T sound, ungrown. I didn't say ungrown tabre. I said ungrown tabre. T sound again තමයි කිව්වේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාට first word එක D එකෙන් ඉවර වෙලා ඊළඟ එක vowel එකකින් පටන් ගන්නවා නම් එහෙනම් ඔයාගේ pronunciation එක slightly T sound එකක් තමයි යන්නේ. මෙතන ungrown tummy. Ungrown tummy. The T sound, it's not ungrown dummy, it's ungrown tummy. D is pronounced as T. You have to pronounce it as T. Imagine there is a T. And then, look, SOX at the end of the word is pronounced as Z. Here, I told you the letter S is silent. In STPD, the letter S is silent. But the next word, it starts with the vowel. ඊළඟ word එක පටන් ගන්න vowel එකකින් මේ word එක ඉවර වෙන්නේ silent letter එකකින්. Then you have to do the liaison. ඔයාලට මේ දෙක එකට එකතු කරලා කියන්න වෙනවා. Then you have to have the Z sound. It's les arbres. Les arbres. Okay, so look, this word is ending with letter S. You must not pronounce it. I'm talking about here. Les arbres. And here, S-O. Des oiseaux. Des oiseaux. The liaison. Here, faux amis. Faux amis. You cannot say faux amis. It's not beautiful. It's faux amis. Les arbres. Des oiseaux. Faux amis. So is it clear? Clear or not? Yes. Okay. Then the last one, F is pronounced as V. Okay, one more time. So, when the word is ending with S or X, here, I'm talking about the first word. The පළවෙනි වචනේ S වලින් හරි X වලින් හරි ඉවර වෙනවා. ඊළඟ word එක vowel එකකින් පටන් ගන්නවා නම්, then when you're pronouncing it, have a small slight Z sound. දෙක එකට එකතු කරලා චූටි Z sound එකක් ගන්න. For example, les arbres. Les arbres. Then you have des oiseaux. Des oiseaux. Faux amis. Faux amis. A slight Z sound. Z sound එකක් ගන්න. එච්චරයි. When you have S and X. And when you have D, you have to take the sound of T. T sound එක පොඩ්ඩක් ගන්න. Angrontami. Angrontami. And here, F is pronounced as B. First word එක letter F වලින් ඉවර වෙනවා නම්, second word එක vowel එකකින් පටන් ගන්නවා නම්. I told you the letter H is a vowel. මොන හරි word letter H එකකින් පටන් ගන්නවා ඒක vowel එකක් කිව්වා. එහෙනම් මෙතනත් ඒක vowel එකක්. එහෙනම් මේ වගේ situations වලදී ඔයාලක V sound එකක් කියලා හිතන්න. මේ F එක V එකක් කියලා හිතා ගන්න. Then it is never. Never. V sound. It's not never. The F sound. No. It's never. Never. So, les arbres, des oiseaux, faux amis, un grand ami. Never. So, is it clear? I told you don't think too much. Just have the small idea. Yes, yes. Okay. Can you explain it in Tamil? I will pronounce you the words.
Okay, இதுல வந்து என்னன்னு சொன்னா simple SOX சரியா? SOX ல வந்து finish ஆகுற end ஆகுற words அங்கால vowel வந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா அந்த வேர்டை வந்து நாங்க வந்து அந்த சேர்த்து இப்ப நாங்க D வந்து இப்ப லாஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள்ல பார்த்தோம் D வந்து T ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி இதுல வந்து நாங்க வந்து அந்த SOX ஓட vowel வருதுன்னு சொன்னா அத Z தான் ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணணும். So yeah, pronounce the words.
Okay. The first one is les arbres, des oiseaux, faux amis.
So இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா எல்லாத்துக்கும் Z சவுண்ட் தான் வந்துச்சு. ஏன்னு சொன்னா இந்த வேர்ட்ஸ் பாருங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரெண்டு வேர்ட்ஸ் வந்து எஸ்ல எண்ட் ஆகுது, லாஸ்ட் வேர்ட் வந்து எக்ஸ்ல எண்ட் ஆகுது, அதோட ஏ ஓ அப்புறம் அது ஏ அது அந்த மூணு வவல்ஸும் இருக்கு. அதனால தான் அந்த ஜீன்னு வந்து ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. ஜீன்னு ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் ஆகுது. அதே மாதிரி D is pronounced as T and F is pronounced as V.
Yes. Un grand ami, never. Okay, so like that. So when you're studying, go through the recording once again, and I told you don't think too much and don't try to memorize everything. Okay. So that's all. Then you have French nouns. Now we are going to learn some vocabulary. The French nouns. Okay. So a noun can be a place, a name, or a thing. So you know. In English, the noun can be either singular or plural, but in French, nouns have genders as well. English වලදී noun එකක් එක්ක singular වෙනවා, එක්ක plural වෙනවා. That's all. Then it is a noun. French වලදී එක singular plural උත් වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම එකට gender එකකුත් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ එක එක්ක masculine වෙනවා, එක්ක feminine වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ French language එකේ තියෙන හැම noun එකකටම gender එකක් තියෙනවා. එක්ක ඔයා male, එක්ක ඔයා female. Like that. For example, look, le livre, the book. Livre කියන්නේ පොතට, the book, le livre, the book. මෙතන book කියන කෙනා masculine. French language එකේ book කියන කෙනා masculine කෙනෙක්. But la maison, the house, ගෙදර, la maison කියන කෙනා එයා feminine. How do we identify if it's masculine or feminine? Okay. ඔයාලට tip එකක් නැහැ. මෙයා feminine, මෙයා masculine කියලා හඳුනා ගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. You have to study. ඔයා දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. මෙයා masculine noun එක, මෙයා feminine noun එක කියලා ඔයා දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. You have to know whether it is masculine or feminine. I will give you some small tips for you to study. This is how to, this is a masculine noun, this is a feminine noun. I'll give you some tips. But remember, you have to study. එතකොට මතක තියාගන්න French noun එක පාඩම් කරනකොට accent එකත් එක්ක ඒකේ gender එකත් මතක තියාගන්න ඕන. Yes, feminine means female. Yes. So, can you explain it in Tamil?
Hello.
Can you explain it in Tamil?
Yeah. இதுல வந்து noun வந்து ஒரு பிளேஸா இருக்கலாம், இல்லாட்டி ஒரு திங்கா இருக்கலாம். சரியா? In English nounல வந்து singular இல்லாட்டி pluralல நிக்கும். சரியா? பட் Frenchல வந்து நவுனுக்கு வந்து ஜெண்டர்ஸும் இருக்குது. அப்படின்னு சொன்னா மேல் ஃபீமேல் வரைக்கும் ஜெண்டர்ஸும் இருக்கு. So what is the examples?
Okay, le livre, la maison.
Le livre, yeah.
Le livre is masculine. La maison is feminine. House is feminine.
ஸோ இதுல வந்து நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா இந்த புக் வந்து ஸோ புக் has a gender of a male, masculine, and the house have a female, right?
Yes.
Feminine, yeah. So இதுல வந்து genders இருக்குது. இப்போ English Tamil or Sinhala, when we are pronouncing nouns, it doesn't have a gender ஒன்று இல்ல. அதே மாதிரி like but in French thingsக்கு வந்து things or places or அதுக்கு வந்து gender ஒன்று இருக்கு. Any specific reason why they have a gender?
No, it's the French language. No reason.
Okay.
So simply French language එකේ තියෙන හැම වචනයකටම කියන්නේ හැම noun එකකට හැම නාම පදයකටම තියෙනවා agenda එක. එක්ක ඔයා male, එක්ක ඔයා female. එතකොට ඔයාලා ස්ටඩි කරනකොට ඔයාලා දැනගන්න ඕනේ මේක masculine, මෙයා female කියලා දැනගන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාලට ඒ කියන්නේ noun word එක කියව දැන් maison ගෙදර කිව්වම හිතා ගන්න බෑනේ යා female, යා feminine කෙනෙක් කියලා, but you have to know. That is how you learn the language. So it's not that much hard. When you're studying, it's easy. Okay, so the pronunciation, this is le livre, and here la maison, le livre, la maison. Okay, then French articles. So in French, for every noun has a gender, you know it. So here the French articles help to memorize the gender of the noun. Articles use කරපුවාම ඔයාලට ලේසි ඒකේ noun එක, ඒ noun එකේ gender එක මොකක්ද කියලා හොයාගන්න එක ගොඩක් ලේසි. article එකක් තියෙනවා නම්. කියන්නේ මෙතන le livre කියන කෙනා masculine කියලා කිව්වේ මෙන්න මේ le නිසා. la maison කියන කෙනා feminine කියලා කිව්වේ මෙන්න මේ la නිසා. එතන le kenekena masculine, la kenekena feminine. So that is what we call articles. We learned. So there are definite articles and indefinite articles. That are definite articles කියනවා අපි English වලින් නම් the, indefinite articles කියනවා English වලින් නම් එකයි and එකයි. You have the definite articles. So I told you the English translation is the. Okay, so here look at the example. Le livre. Le livre means the book. Le livre can the book. Here livre is masculine. Livre kenekena masculine. කොහොමද masculine කියලා දැනගත්තේ? එයා ඉස්සරින් අපි ලියනවා le. So le means the in French. Le කියන්නේ the. එතකොට මෙතන table එකේ බලන්න masculine singular නම් you have to write le. So it is le livre. And you have la femme. That means the woman. So femme, woman is female. Okay, so ehena female and it's only one woman. Then feminine singular, it is la. So it's la femme. So remember, you cannot write la livre because livre is masculine. Okay, this is masculine. French language ke book kenekena masculine. Then you cannot say la livre. You have to say le livre. So le, la, le. So everything in this box, the meaning is the. I told you the English translation is the. And the next thing, you have no way to identify whether it is masculine or feminine. Le livre kenekena masculine කියලා ඔයාලා දැනගන්න ඕනේ. You have to know. If you consider it as feminine, then it is wrong. Le livre means the book and la femme means the woman. Then you have l'homme. Look, l'homme. Here in the last column you have singular before a vowel. It should be L apostrophe. Here, I told you the letter H is a vowel. Then this here you should write L apostrophe because it's a vowel. Before a vowel you have to write L apostrophe. Then it is l'homme. L'homme, the man. The man. So simply here it is le homme. Because man is masculine singular, you must write this le. But I told you in French, two vowels can't be together. Then you remove this E, you write an apostrophe. Then it is l'homme. L'homme. Okay, the man. Then we have le livre, the books. Le livre. There, livre is, look, here livre is book. Here you have a S. That means it is plural. So livre, I told you it's masculine. Now it has a S, then it is masculine plural. So for masculine plural, we have to write le. L-E-S. Then it is les livres, the books. So remember, masculine singular, le, feminine singular, la, masculine plural, le, feminine plural, le. And here it's, if it is a vowel, you have to write L apostrophe. So is it clear? Yes, S is silent because here it is a consonant, not a vowel. So les livres. Yes, the book and the books have different spellings but same pronunciation. Yes, here it is le livre, here it is les livres. Only the article change. Here it is le, this is le, le, le. But here livre, livre. The reason is I told you S is silent in French. How to pronounce la with the vowel? So if it is la, imagine this is la horloge. Imagine, okay, you have la horloge. Then H is a vowel, A is a vowel. You have to remove this A. You have to put the apostrophe. Same as lo. Okay, so this comes with le and la. With le and la. Yes, A is also a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. ඒ පහම vowels. H එකත් සමහරක් වෙලාවට vowel එකක් වෙනවා. Then Mr. Mike, can you explain it in Tamil?
Guys, உங்களுக்கு வந்து explain பண்ணது விளங்குச்சா இல்ல டைம் explanation தேவையா? No thanks. What about others?
No need. Okay.
Okay, need. Some people have. Okay. இதுல என்னன்னு சொன்னா ஓகே இதுல என்னன்னு சொன்னா நீங்க பாப்பீங்க இது எப்படி சிங்குலர் அண்ட் சாரி எப்படி ஜெண்டர்ஸா பிரிக்கிறேன்னு பாப்பீங்க. சரியா? அந்த ஜெண்டர்ஸா பிரிக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா எல்இ லேன்னு வரக்கிட்ட அது எப்படியுமே மெஸ்குலின் ஜெண்டர். சரியா? லான்னு வரக்கிட்ட இட்ஸ் அ ஃபெமினின் ஜெண்டர். So for Sandhani, for masculine plural and feminine plural, both are same. Less.
Yes, it's the same.
Less.
It's le. S is silent. Le.
Le. So when it comes, when we like, how do we figure it out? Like it's a masculine and feminine when
That's
it's plural.
the issue. So you have to know whether it is masculine or feminine. When you're studying a word, you have to know whether it is masculine or feminine. So these articles help you to study. Imagine if you study the word as le livre, if you study it as le livre, then you can easily know livre is masculine because of this le.
Okay. When we know the singulars, we can easily go for the plurals. Okay.
Yes.
So so masculine singular வரக்கிட்ட le and feminine வரக்கிட்ட la. சரியா? அப்ப உங்களுக்கு வேர்ட்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு இப்ப புக் இப்ப ஹவுஸ் அதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு நீங்க போக உங்களுக்கு விளங்கிடுமே இது வந்து மெஸ்குலின் எது வந்து ஃபெமினின். ஸோ உங்களுக்கு வந்து அப்ப இது ப்ளூரல் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து லேன் தான் வரும். அந்த ஸ்பெல்லிங் வந்து லெஸ் எல்இஎஸ். பட் அதை வந்து நீங்க ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க எல்இ லே. ஸோ அண்ட் லைக் சிங்குலர் பிஃபோர் அ வவல். சரியா? வவலுக்கு முதல் சிங்குலர் வந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா அந்த லே apostrophe s மட்டும் தான் போடணும். So how do we pronounce that? The same way, le.
Yes, it's like, look, lom. It has a l sound, but you do not have a specific pronunciation for it.
Okay, lom. Okay. So அவ்வளவுதான். That's all right.
Sal is asking. So if there are two vowels, yes, most of the time you have to remove the first vowel and put the apostrophe. The reason is two vowels cannot be together in French. French වල vowels දෙකට එකලඟ ඉන්න බෑ. එතකොට පළවෙනි vowel එක අයින් කරලා අපි එතනට apostrophe එකක් දානවා. හැම වෙලේම නෙවෙයි 99% most of the time. Okay, please explain the last one. මොකක්ද the last එක? Is it les livres? This one? Yes, we do not pronounce this as le om. We pronounce it as lom. Lom. එක වචනයක් කියලා හිතා ගන්නවා. Lom. Okay. So L apostrophe දාන්නේ masculine singular feminine singular තියනවානේ. එතකොට ඒ දෙන්න le la. ඉවර වෙන්නේ e එකනොයි a එකනොයි. එතකොට මේක දනේ English translation එකද? ආට ඕනි the man කියන්න. එතකොට අපි use කරන්න ඕනේ masculine singular le om. හැබැයි මම කිව්වා French words French vowels දෙකට එකලඟ ඉන්න බෑ. එහෙනම් මේ පළවෙනි එකේ තිබ්බ e එක අයින් කරලා apostrophe එකක් දැම්මා. ඒකම මේකයි මෙන්න මෙයයි සමානයි. එකම දේ මෙයාගේ e එක අයින් කරා මෙයාගේ a එක අයින් කරා. That's all. So is it clear? So here, les livres, then you have les. Les livres means the books. Les means the friends. Here it is les livres. Okay, because I told you S is silent in French. But here S is silent, but you have a vowel. I told you about liaison. පළවෙනි word එක silent letter එකකින් ඉවර වෙලා දෙවෙනි word එක vowel එකකින් පටන් ගන්නවා නම් then you have to do the liaison. So here it is les amis. So here les livres. Here les amis. Okay, so here it is long. The man. If it is plural, it is léon. And vowel, letters, then liaison. Liaison. Long. Liaison. So, is it clear? I talked about the liaison there. Clear or not? Okay, clear. So, remember, these are the. English වලින් නම් the කියන එක තමයි මේ කිව්වේ අපි. ලාලේ. Then you have indefinite articles. Indefinite articles means a. English වලින් අපි a book, an apple. අන්න එහෙම කියන්නේ. අන්න ඒකට තමයි indefinite articles කියන්නේ. So there masculine singular is un, feminine singular is win, masculine plural they, feminine plural they. Okay, so look, the English translation of un and win is a and n. This one, masculine singular, feminine singular. This is un, this is win. Masculine singular නම් අපි එක un කියනවා a කියන එක. English වලින් නම් a කියන එක. Feminine singular නම් win. Then the English translation of they is some. Plural වෙනවා නම් එහෙනම් ඒක some. අපි ඒක pronounce කරනවා they කියලා. For example, unlivre. Look, unlivre, a book. Unlivre. So livre is masculine and I want to say a book. Then means un. It is masculine singular. You have to write un. So unlivre means a book. Here I want to say the book. Then it is le livre. Unlivre, le livre, the book, a book. Then you have win femme, a woman. Win femme, a woman. So femme is feminine singular. I want to say a woman. Then feminine singular, it is win. Then win femme. Win femme, a woman. Then you have an homme. An homme. So there, even though this is a vowel, you do not have that apostrophe T. Okay, so an homme. Then you have they livre. Here it is plural. Then you have to write they. Look, it's similar for both masculine and feminine. It is they livre. Some books. They livre. Un livre. Win femme. Un homme. They livre. I will give you a small tip. When you are studying French nouns, try to study them with indefinite articles. French nouns පාඩම් කරනකොට පුළුවන් තරම් මේ indefinite articles අන්‍යුන් දෙක පාඩම් කරන්න මෙන්න මේව නැතුව definite articles නැතුව. Reason එක තමයි, look here, because this is a vowel, you have to remove the letter here. So when you see something like this, imagine that you don't know the meaning. You don't know the meaning of the man. So it is a bit difficult for you to understand whether it is masculine or feminine because it's L apostrophe. It is not la, it is not la, but it is L apostrophe. So it's ha. But here you have So is masculine. So it's easy. පාඩම් කරනකොට indefinite articles එක පාඩම් කර gender කඳුර ගන්න ලේසි. මොකද වගේ letters මොකුත් ඉක්නෝ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි මෙතන L apostrophe දැක්කම ඔයාලට හිතා ගන්න බෑ මේක ල වෙන්නද ලා වෙන්නද කියලා. හැබැයි මෙතන හිම ෂුවර් එකක් නැහැ. So it's better if you study with indefinite articles. So is it clear? Okay. This is win, they. Win, they. Win. It's like in something like that. In, they. Win, they. Is it clear? Okay. So do you need Tamil explanation? Sinhala clear neda? Both English and Sinhala? Notes ටික එවන්න. සිංහලෙන් ඕනේ. මොන ටිකද ඕනේ සිංහලෙන්? Pronunciation. So masculine singular, it's un. Feminine singular, win. Masculine plural, they. So feminine plural, they. Win, they. So here, livre, win farm, they livre. Livre, win farm, they livre. And I will send you the slides as soon as the class is finished. So do you need Tamil explanation? Oh, it's they livre. The last one, they livre. This is win. Win. A bit difficult maybe. It's win. Win farm. Win farm. Win. So make sure to listen to the recording once again. Then it will be easy for you. So that's all for today's lesson. So is it clear?